Hello, students. So we're moving on to something really different than what we've been covering. We've been talking really more about algebra, and now we're going to learn a little bit about statistics. And we're going to start with stem and leaf plots, which you may have seen before earlier in middle school or even in elementary school. So what we're going to look at right now is some data from a long jump competition. And we know, or we see that the data is in centimeters. So what we're going to do to create this stem and leaf plot is, first of all, put the data in order, okay? So hopefully you have a piece of paper and pencil in front of you. If not, go ahead and get one so you'll be ready. Pause the video. Okay, so we want to put this data in order first. So I'm going to try to identify the smallest number here. It looks like it's the 644, so I'm just going to cross that off and write it over here. So that's my first number, 644. Then I don't see anything in the 650s, so go to the 660s, and I see 662 over here. So cross that off and write it, 662. And then we have 669. So sometimes this takes a few minutes just to get the data in order. And then it looks like 670. And then 673, looks like. 73. And then 676. And then 684. 686. 688. I'm running out of room, aren't I? 701 and 702. Okay, so I think I've got them all. Okay, great. So check the first box and put them in order. Okay, so the next thing to do, it says, is draw a T. So you draw a T just like this. Actually, the T, it's sort of a lowercase t, more like a cross. Okay, and step 3 says the stem goes on the left, so this is going to be the stem, and the leaf is going to go on the right. Okay, so the stem, right, is the leading digits, and the leaf is the last digit. So it's easy to identify the leaves. The leaves are 4, 2, 9, 0, 3, 6, 7, and so on. Okay, so if the leaf is the last digit, then the stem are everything to the left of the leaf. So our stems are all 2-digit numbers here. Okay, so we're going to start off with the smallest one, which is going to be 64. Okay, then we're going to go all the way up to 70, right? Because this is our last stem, and this is our first stem. Okay, so I can't skip any. Even though I don't have a 65 here, I need to put it in my stem graph. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way to my final leaf, which is 70. Okay, so now I look back at my leaf. My first leaf is going to be the 4. Then I don't have a leaf for 65. But I have 2 leaves for 66. I have 2 and 9. Okay, so I'm just going to put the 2, leave a space, and then a 9. Okay, so I've done this one, this one, this one. Check them off as you do that. For 67, I have 1, 2, 3 leaves, 0, 3, and 6. Do you see that? 0, 3, and 6. So that. For 68, I have 1, 2, 3 leaves, 4, 6, and 8. Check those. Okay, nothing for 69, and then for 70, I have 2 leaves, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, so that's it. That's what my stem and leaf plot looks like. And if we rotated it 90 degrees counterclockwise, it would sort of look like a bar chart or a histogram, and that will be something that we'll study next. Okay, so that's a nice looking stem and leaf plot. You can easily see the minimum, you can easily see the maximum. You can sort of figure out which number's in the middle. It looks to be something like 673 or 676. Okay. All right, so that's it for stem and leaf plots. The other thing we're going to look at today is once we have the plot, or once we have the data in order, we want to try to identify the median value. And the median value is the middle value, okay? But the values must be written in order smallest to largest, okay? So let's look back at our original data here. Here we have it written in order, okay? We want to find the middle number. Well, can you sort of see it with your eye? It looks like it might be 676 because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers to the left and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers to the right. So 676 is our median value. It's the one in the middle. Again, because we have an equal number of values on either side. Okay? We could have found that from the stem and leaf plot. Here it is right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers to the right. Okay? Our median is not 6 though, it's 676. We have to put the stem, we have to attach the stem to that leaf. Okay? All right, so notice in this set we had an odd number of digits here. We had 11 numbers, so there was a middle value. But if we had an even set, okay, if a set has an even number of values, then the median is the average of the two middle numbers. And another word for average is mean. Okay, so let's take a set like that. Let's say I have these numbers 6, 10, let's say 15, 19, 20, and 21. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My count is 6. We'll call that n. N is 6. That means the median is not going to be one of the values. It's going to be the average of the two middle values. Okay, so if I take the two middle values, 15 and 19, and I add them together, I get 34, and then I need to divide that by 2. So 17 is the median. Okay, so before you go ahead and find the median, look and see whether you have an even number of values or an odd number. And then you'll know whether you have to average the two middle numbers. Okay? All right, so now you can take the little assessment and do your homework. Thank you for watching.